Wanting to get into building Gundam model kits seemed like it would be way too much work. I have built some here and there over the years, and for whatever reason, they all just kind of felt like it took forever to build. And not that my time is precious or anything, but I definitely lost interest fast. Recently, I started getting served videos on here about new model kits from the Witch from Mercury, and for whatever ADHD reason, I immediately needed to buy one of them. So if you're looking to get into building Gundam model kits, here's what you need to know. Gunpla, or Gundams, are plastic model kits from Japan based on anime or manga. There's tons of models to choose from and different variations of those kits. It's truly endless. But don't let that scare you, since chances are if there's a Gundam you think looks cool, there's an entry-level version of that kit. So when you get started, there's a couple things you need to know, like the grading system. When you pick up a Gundam box, you'll notice the initials on them are either HG, MG, RG, or even SD. This is the grading scale they use to let you know the level of skill or how many more pieces and steps there will be in each model kit. SD stands for super deformed. We're not talking about my body. These are like chibi Gundams that are short and fat. Okay, like my body. They are primarily the easiest to build with not many pieces, and the result is pretty cool if you want something on the smaller end of things. Super deformed kits are usually anywhere from $10 to $25, and they're about 4 to 5 inches tall. Next is high grade, or HG, which is your basic entry level kit. These are on the easier side to build, usually a respectable 4 to 6 inches tall with some articulation or movement. HG kits come with stickers and already painted plastic pieces, so you don't have to worry about doing anything crazy. These Gundams are where you'll want to start with your Gunpla hobby addiction. They're usually $20 to $30, and you could pretty much find them anywhere. I have a couple of these, and I will say they are fantastic to build. RG, or real grade, are next up, and these are a step above high grade, but below the master grade kits. These are a little more advanced with more pieces and an inner frame, kind of like a skeleton. They are generally the same 4 to 6 inch size as the high grade, but with way more detail. This is an awesome way to get more serious with your builds, as there are tons of tiny pieces and it'll take way more time to put together. These are usually $30 to $50, and I would suggest starting out with high grade before you get into the real grade. Master grades, or MG for short, is the adults table of Gundams at Thanksgiving. These kits are on the bigger side with way more pieces and beautiful detail, with Gundams standing anywhere from a whopping girthy 7 to 9 inches. Some of these kits even come with LED lights for eyes or other spots on the Gundam. Master grades are not for the person jumping into this hobby, as it is a lot of work. But hey, I'm not your mother, so do what you want. They are way more expensive for sure. These are like $50 and up. And finally on this list is perfect grade, or PG. These Gundams are tall, usually 12 or more inches, and come with many pieces and will take you a very long time to build. This is what you should strive to eventually build when getting into this hobby, even if you only ever build just one perfect grade. These kits look awesome with beautiful detail and crazy articulation, but again, on the pricier side, with them being $100 or more. There are more grades, but I'm not going to mention these. You're just beginning your journey, and I don't want to confuse or overwhelm you, as this list already seems daunting. A couple things to note is also the sizing of the kits are based on the actual size of a real Gundam suit. So your high grade and real grade are 1/144th the size of an actual Gundam. Master grades are 1/100th, and perfect grades are 1/60th. The higher the grades of the kit, the larger the scale. Now that you have your basics down, a few extra things will be needed when starting your first kit. You will definitely need a pair of these snippers. This is an essential tool for cutting the plastic pieces out of the sheet it's in. You could buy a pair of these for dirt cheap online, or go crazy with them and buy something nice. Either way, you'll need this, otherwise you'll just break the plastic as you're trying to get it out. Usually a Gundam toolkit will also come with a file to sand down some of the plastic that's sticking up you couldn't cut off, and a pair of tweezers for the stickers. These are not necessary, but your cousin who is a master Gundam builder will yell at you when you send him pictures of your newly built kit that is in need of sanding. Some kits do require you to paint them. They make specific paint for these kits in all kinds of colors. You can even sand down and paint an already colored Gundam kit if you wanted to, which is more advanced but allows for a pretty unique and personal looking Gundam. There's also panel lining, which is essentially taking a special pen and outlining the details to make them pop. You could also shade your Gundams, or even add specific decal stickers that are sold separately for some reason. Also, most kits do not come with a stand, although the newer Witch from Mercury Gundams do, which is a very welcomed addition, but you can find a stand online for dirt cheap. Which leads me into the next part of your new hobby, finding these model kits. At the making of this video, you can walk into a Target, Best Buy, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and probably Kohl's, and find yourself a Gundam model kit. Well, I will say all the kits I have seen in a generic retail store have only been high grade, but Barnes & Noble will have higher kits for sale. And if you want to have a little more in terms of options, you can Google to see if there's a local hobby or Gunpla store nearby. I have quite a few of them in my town that sell them at a reasonable price. I do not want to send you to any websites because 1, they aren't paying me to sponsor this video, and 2, I don't want to lead you to a bad seller that I know nothing about. There are thousands of monthly videos posted by tons of YouTubers reviewing new Gundam kits that will usually have their favorite stores linked in the description. Just be smart and do your research on the kit before you spend way more than you have to. Well, there are endless possibilities when it comes to the world of Gunpla. Whether you've been a fan of one of the many anime series or you're just getting started, building a Gundam model kit is an extremely fun and rewarding hobby to get into. It may seem like it's daunting at first, but I promise it gets way easier as you keep building more kits. Well, let me know if you plan on starting getting addicted to your Gunpla hobby. And if you're a professional builder, I'm sorry if I explained something wrong. Please just let me know in the comments so that somebody who is watching this in the future can learn the right way. Anyway, that's enough out of me. Make sure you share this video with a friend who's trying to get started into Gundams. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright, goodbye.